I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man. He's rich every fucking time. When I have to face my problems, I show up in the back of a limo wearing a $2,000 suit and a $40,000 gold fucking watch. You listen to me and you listen well.
What's popping? What's good? Welcome back to another video, guys. So on this video I'm going to be initiating something called Market Structure to Friday. Market Structure to Friday is basically a program that's going to be running, which is a video posted on Monday, analyzing for the whole week. It's the market structure of the whole week. I can be analyzing your gold, USA 30, your currencies. So just be aware and tune in every Monday before 10 a.m. South African time. This is going to be the first clip actually. So expect this kind of videos every Monday of the week. Without further ado. And another thing is that thank you guys for the views and the communication that you've been giving me and stuff. I really appreciate that, I don't wanna lie. And it gives me so much confidence to keep going. And yeah, and what? Ski! YouTube! So guys, so we are on one day, right? 1 day time frame. We're gonna be analyzing gold, right? So the first thing that we actually have to check is the lowest point and the highest point. Like that's the most important thing, because what? If you don't mark your highest point and your lowest point first, you'll never know where you're going. For instance, if you mark your highest point and you mark your lowest point, if we are at the lowest point, you know that you're going to a highest point. So if you mark your highest point and your lowest point and you're at the highest point, you know where you're going to the lowest point. So same thing as this. This is my highest point, and this is the same setup that we've been doing for the past week. This thing is a triple top. So we're gonna find the bottom of it. So there we go, we have our bottom side and our highest point. So after that, it's way more simple. Like after marking your highest point and your lowest point, the easiest thing that you can just do is to, mostly that I do privately, I turn my chart name to line graph. Why line graph? Line graph, you can easily see your high highs, high lows. If you are going to the downside, after making your highest point and your lowest point, right, you can just simply take the current price, like this. Like if this is your current price, this is your current highest point, right? And it's the same price at the other highs, right? You can take it like this. Before that, you have to confirm it. And like I said before on my previous videos, how do you confirm your highest point and your lowest point, or a trend in general? A trend on the lower side, you have to have a double top or inverse in the shoulder. At the top, you have to have a double top, or at the bottom, you have to have a double bottom and what inverse in the shoulder. At the top, you have to have a double top and what and a head and shoulder. So as you can see here, this is a double bottom. But remember now we're on line graph, right? And right there is our double top. So this is a confirmation that okay, this is our range now. This is our highest point and this is our lowest point. So at this moment, the easiest thing, listen to me, bruh, the easiest thing that you have to do is to take a trend line. Start where the double bottom started. Go like this. That's how you find your trend. Easy. See how easy that is. Then after that, you have to mark your higher highs if you're on an uptrend or downtrend. Your higher highs and higher lows in the range between your highest point and your lowest point. So I'm gonna do that SF right now and show you how it is. So as you can see, this red horizontal lines, right? My higher highs and my high lows. So I'm gonna try to break it down. This is my higher high, and this is my other higher high right there, and this is a high low, the higher high breakout, and a high low, and a breakout to the downside, and this is what a lower high. So guys, as I was saying, now the time is 15:35 right now. It's like 5 minutes after new session. So new session right now is at point, it's working. So the thing is, as I was saying, you put this horizontal line in between your highest point and your lowest point. So to me right now, the horizontal lines are these. These red lines are my horizontal lines. As you can see, this is a higher high. Then we go make a higher low, then higher high again, a higher low, then break out, then make a highest point, then make a higher low again. Confirmation with a double top, a double bottom, double top. You see. Then break out again with a double top to make a higher low. Break out again with a higher high, then make a double bottom again, then a double top at the higher high, then we break our previous higher high to actually confirm it as a downtrend, and now it forms a lower low, then it comes back to form a lower high. Then we make our lower low now, right now. This is our lower low. This is our lowest low at the current price, because now we are approaching that price right now. So this is our lower low, in which I'm gonna mark it right now. See this point, and it's also a double bottom formation. It shows that it's strong. So after that, we then make another lower low in which we didn't break out and retest. Then make our previous lower low, which becomes our lowest low and ahead, right? Then we look at these previous two lows, if they're gonna be retested to form a inverted and shoulder as a reversal pattern. So it means if at this point, if we're gonna go upwards, then we will have to retest this level. We have to retest this level and form an inverted and shoulder. So it forms as a confirmation pattern to show that we're going to the upside now, as a change of direction. I think I've taught some of these things in my previous videos. So if you don't mind, you can go check my previous videos. It has this kind of patterns that I've taught, the reversal pattern. So I'm gonna be analyzing this pair, which is good for the whole week in terms of what we're looking for. So I'm gonna give you guys two possibilities, and one of them will be applicable. So first thing first, since we've marked our uptrend, right? We haven't marked our downtrend, so we're gonna mark our downtrend as something like this, obviously. Then after that, we're gonna go to our candlestick mode, because mode that we use to trade on MT4 and every other platform. And I'm gonna load this trend to form a channel. We were on a downtrend. Right? Another thing that I want to say was that, and then we broke out an uptrend, and then we retested. So this was our retest. I'm gonna try to make it up so that none of you guys get confused and understand what I'm saying. And we retested, but mostly when we retest out of a trend, right, we look forward for the market to go where we started, which is something like this. If we get to have another trend, remember, if a trend gets broken out, right, we intend to see price going to where the trend started, right? But if we get to have another trend in that space of not reaching where the trend started, we follow the trend, because one thing about it, we only get confirmation after a breakout. So as you can see right here, we have a breakout out of a downtrend that we just formed. So there are two possibilities out of this downtrend that we are actually looking forward to have right now. We're looking forward for a retest, first thing, and a pattern. Our trend is gonna guide us to the direction that we're going to. And mostly our horizontal lines, which is our red line. For instance, mostly what I use, if I buy here, I'm looking to close somewhere here. If I buy here, I'm willing to close here. If I sell here, I'm willing to close somewhere here. So that's my range. So for now, we were on an uptrend, and we broke this support. Now we're looking forward for inverted and shoulder as a confirmation if we're going up. Because me personally, I'm looking for price to come back somewhere here and retest this low as a confirmation that we're going further upwards to somewhere around 2030, 32, somewhere there. So which is a lot of pips. Let me check how many pips are there from that low to somewhere here. That's almost 120 pips, and that's a lot on gold, because gold is very volatile. You can be holding almost 10k on that trade, in which I'm gonna be scalping. All the time. I always scalp gold. I don't literally swing gold, because I feel like it's very volatile and has a lot of retracement, and I just prefer to be safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying? So right now, the thing that I'm looking forward to is a retest on this trend that we have, because we've broken it, and with my strategy, whenever we broke a trend, we have to retest, and that's our confirmation that direction has changed. And when we retest, obviously we form an inverted and shoulder. If we're coming from the downside, going to the upside, and if going to coming from the downside, upside going to the downside, then we form a head and shoulder, and that's how simple it is. But for now, at this moment, which is Tuesday, the 17th of October, 15:43, I'm looking forward for an inverted and shoulder at price 1,900. 1900, I'm looking for reversals at that point. So 1900 is my support that I'm looking forward for price to come back to, even if it's gonna buy right now, but I'm looking for price to come back around 1900 to retest and go further up. So without any further ado, guys, tell me what you think about gold, and let me show you guys what price can do if it doesn't do what I'm saying right now. If price can do, remember this, it becomes what a shoulder, right? Because it's inside a trend. So once price break in outside the trend, it becomes what a head, because it's the longest part apart from the trend. Because everything inside the trend, is resisting to pass the trend. So if price break the trend, it becomes what a head. So this can become a head if price comes back inside the trend. But another thing is this: price has to retest inside the trend. So how does it retest, and at what price does it retest at? It's gonna retest around 1900, which is 1900. So price, if it breaks below 1900, I'm looking forward for sales. As far as right now, I'm looking for a retest around 1900 or 1900, or a break in around 1900 or 1900, going further down. So in which price am I going to take my trade? I'm going to take my trades obviously at this price. Let me show you guys. At this price right here. This is my first trade, this one is my first trade, and this one is my second trade. So if this doesn't happen, then I'm going to take this one. So that's my two directions around gold. I think I've gave you guys the price. Then you can go around and analyze and tell me what you guys think. Send me on WhatsApp 0839514670, and on Instagram you can send me a setup, the setup that you have, or whatever you think is gonna go around on gold, because it's more important. You can't trade alone, you know what I'm saying? And another thing I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we outside. Ski.
I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking